Okay, we're gonna have a little sit down chat today. We're just gonna open up and be really honest here. So what's up guys, Coach Ken here. And if you guys have not followed me, I'm gonna direct you over to my Instagram because today I'm gonna be talking a lot about my Instagram with you guys. We're moving into a new year here and maybe you guys are watching this video at a later time, but let me tell you guys, I have just, over this last year, feel like I completely released so much. If you are a coach, if you're someone in the service-based space, I started off as a fitness coach. And so I want to talk to you guys a little bit today about how my content has changed a bunch over the last year and how I've completely detached from, honestly, my physical appearance and my body a lot. And I don't think that this is something that's talked about that frequently in the coaching space and especially in the fitness coaching space. So if you guys have followed my journey, you guys know that I have been a fitness coach for about 5 years now. When I first got started in the industry, I'm just shameless plug here. I'm just gonna say it, but you guys can go back on my Instagram and you will see that quite literally every photo that I posted is coined what we call the FTF pose. And people literally gave me this hashtag. Like if you type in the hashtag FTF pose, you will go and you will see a bunch of photos of me and you will also see a bunch of photos of other amazing women who are inside of our community that also pose like this. And I kid you guys not, it is just straight booty. Like I'm just gonna be honest, I'm just gonna say it because you guys can go back and you can look at my photos and you can look at my page. Here's the thing is that I had this massive realization over the last few weeks here. Now I appreciate younger Ken, like she did her thing, also like looked fabulous, worked really hard for my body. But if you guys look at even how I transitioned in this last year is you'll see my content is completely different. And even as I was starting to post still fitness workouts and, fitness and still, really pouring into the fitness business, I started to post a lot less about my body. I held onto this fear for so long that if I wasn't posting what I looked like or how I was training or what my body looked like, that I wasn't gonna be generating leads for our company. And I wasn't gonna be able to continue to show women what being healthy looked like. And there were just all these different stories that I created in my head about the content that I had to post. For so long, I found myself just posting workout after workout after workout, making sure I got the perfect angle. And there's a whole, I just almost wanna say game to it. You know what angle is gonna go viral and you know what kind of content you need to post to go viral. And I was so consumed in trying to go viral just from the way that my body looked. I want to share this with you guys because I feel like even a lot of influencers or even some people that I know that I talk to about this kind of keeping it in the closet. And I just want to say if you guys have ever felt like that or you ever feel like you're not going to generate leads or you're not going to be able to have a successful business because you don't have this super incredible aesthetic body, your company can still do absolutely incredible if you are a fitness coach, or your business can do absolutely amazing if you feel like you're not pretty enough or beautiful enough to show up on camera. Your knowledge and your consistency and your intellect and your intelligence and the skills that you have are always going to outweigh what you look like. People are going to love you for what you're able to provide if they can resonate with you. And I think it's almost become a vanity thing nowadays with social media. We always say that, oh, it's a highlight reel, right? But it's also not that easy sometimes to think about it and be like, hey, I can be really objective about this and just think, hey, like I'm still going to be able to generate leads. And I want to share with you guys the experience I had this last year is I really sat with myself and I started to look at, okay, what is being of highest service to me? I've built this incredible business and don't get me wrong, like I've had incredible clients from the content that I've been posting. And I look back and I was like, I was a hustler, I was a G, I was doing my thing, right? It no longer felt congruent, especially for the evolution that I had for myself because I evolved a lot as a human and I know that over the past few years. I really had to ask myself, okay, what do I bring to the table as a coach outside of just my physique? What can I do to show more of that? And so I started to move more of my content towards things that showed my personality or things that showed the intellect that I had or the way that I had evolved, or even just speaking about the things that I worked with my clients, is that your body is not your resume as a coach, or the way that you look is not going to determine how well your business does. I think it's really easy for us to tell ourselves that if we don't have those things that we're not going to be successful. Whatever story you write is what's going to happen. It's not your job to show up and be the most beautiful human on the planet externally, but it's your job to transform people's lives. And the more that we start to embody that, the more that we're going to start to see the transformations that we want to cultivate and create. I just wanted to share this with you guys because I feel like I kind of looked around and I was like, who's talking about this? Is anybody talking about this, or am I the only one who's feeling like this? And I still think to this day, I have conversations with so many of my friends who are influencers or so many people that I love, right? And don't get me wrong, like I want an aesthetic body. I want to still be healthy. I want to still go to the gym. I still train 4 times a week. I still still eat healthy. I still focus on looking good, right? I think the way that you look is also a great example, let's say, of your integrity, right? My integrity is to eat healthy. My integrity is to go to the gym. I am disciplined as a human, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I have to have a six-pack abs and just pop in booty and show everybody for them to trust me so I can coach them. It's not like you have to constantly be throwing up how much revenue I'm making, right? As a business coach, be like, hey guys, this is how much money I made, come work with me. Yeah, that's cool. You guys might trust me a little more because I'm walking the walk and talking the talk. It's showing the skills. It's giving you guys the how-tos. It's explaining the knowledge that I have and being able to share that with you guys. It's being able to look at that and be like, okay, I bring more to the table than just what I look like or what my body looks like. And when I looked around and I had these conversations with my friends, and I was like, but why is no one talking about this on social? Why is this a hidden conversation? As recently I started to see a lot more TikToks and a lot more reels and a lot more things pop up on my socials from coaches where they were feeling really insecure and they're showing up saying, hey, I don't feel like posting. I took a week-long break. Hey, I haven't been on social for 2 weeks because I feel misaligned, or I feel like I'm really let down, or I feel really sad. And I think a lot of people aren't having this conversation right now. As somebody who's kind of pivoted a little bit away from doing fitness content fully all the time and showing my body and letting that be my identity, I just want you guys who maybe are watching this to feel really heard. If you guys ever want to message me, if you ever want to talk to me about this, I'm more than happy to just have a conversation with you guys in my DMs over on Instagram. You guys can just go ahead and follow me over there and shoot me a message. Just know that if you do feel this, you're not alone. And I just want to remind you that your body is not your resume. So keep crushing it, keep showing the value that you provide, and keep educating people, because the more that you show up being yourself, the more that you're going to attract more of the people that you actually should be helping and that actually resonate with who you are as a human being, not just what you look like.